Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you're back, welcome back. So I was asked to do a turquoise look last week using the Blue Blood palette. So that's what this video is going to be. And I may go ahead and cut out sound now and just do voiceover because I know you guys can hear that dryer and that washing machine and there's so much noise going on outside. So let's just go ahead and switch over to voiceover, and I'm going to show you how to do a look using turquoise out of the Blue Blood palette, and it is a beautiful color. It is right here called Entitled. That's what we're going to use in this tutorial. So my face is baked. I still have a little bit of setting powder under the eyes in case we experience fallout. Everything else is ready to go. So let's switch over to a voiceover and then go ahead and do the look. For this look, the first shade we are going to dive into is Wealthy, which is almost the same exact color as my skin tone. We are going to take this as our base shade and put it all over our brow bone down to the crease using our fluffy little crease brush. And we just want to blend this in very carefully and make sure that we just kind of have it laid down. But of course, this shade is so light. It is so pale. It is exactly the same as my skin color. So if you are a shade or two darker, you may want to go with something a little bit closer to your own skin tone. Nonetheless, I do like this shade as a good neutral nude kind of color for my eyes. This look is super simple to achieve, and part of that has to do with the formula itself. They just blend so easily. Next, we're going to take Celebrity Skin, which is a darker kind of nude brown, and we're going to put it right into the socket of the eye. We just want to deepen up that crease a little bit. And Celebrity Skin blends so well with Wealthy, that first shade that we put down. Something about this formula, everything just blends together so nicely, and it's rather hard to mess it up. This is a really good palette for a beginner, in my opinion. A little expensive, of course, luxury, but worth every single penny. I always have so much fun when I use this palette. It's just amazing. Once that is all blended out, we're going to dive into the fun part, which is adding this turquoise. So my lighting is horrible. Hopefully color correction will work for us and help you see how beautiful Entitled is. As a turquoise greeny blue color, it is just gorgeous. We're going to take that on a shade brush and coat our entire lid. Now you can cut the crease if you want to, but I didn't because I want to be able to blend this into Celebrity Skin and just kind of make it look more flawless as a transition. Now you may have to dip into Entitled a couple times, which is what I had to do just because I couldn't get my brush loaded up enough. The shade itself is not patchy, it's just a little hard to apply, something about that formula, but it has amazing pigment payoff. So be patient with it. All good eye looks require patience. You cannot really come off with a good eye look if you're rushed. They take a little bit of time, and the more time that you have to dedicate, the better it's going to come out. So we're just going to take this and put it all over our lid. Now if you want to coat the crease and add some kind of white cream base to the lid before you apply Entitled, just to make it pop more, you can. But honestly, my video and a lot of others I've seen on the internet are very misleading. This is a super pigmented shade. So if you wanted to make it pop a little bit more, you could. But honestly, I think it would be a little overkill. The metallic in this shade is not incredibly annoying. It's pretty easy to blend out. It's just kind of hard to load up the brush. And it does work a little bit better with packing than blending. So given the learning curve, once you get used to this shade, it is amazing to work with. And you guys know we got to be a little extra, so I'm going to take this stippling brush and grab Flourishing, which is a really pretty, and again, my video is deceiving, deeper green kind of turquoise. And we're going to run this on the outer half of our lower lash line, connecting it to the shade that we have in our outer corner of the eye. We're just going to run this along the bottom halfway to the middle of our eye. We're going to do something a little different, a little bit of an experiment, but Flourishing is a beautiful color, and again, just my video, the colors is quite deceiving. It's a little bit darker than Entitled, and it is a matte, but pairs very nicely. Next, we're going to take a line brush and grab Crystal Flesh, which I didn't hardly show in that shot, but it is a shimmery nude, and we're going to take it on a very thin line brush and line the middle of the lower lash line. We just want to add a little bit of a nude, a little bit of a shimmer. We're going to blend that into flourishing on the ends and then take it almost all the way to the inner corner, but leave a little bit of space because we're going to have some fun there too with that same line brush, because why reuse brushes when we don't have to? Grab that same line brush, dip back into Entitled just a little bit. If your line brush is very sharp, you don't need a whole lot of product. It's going to go a long way. And we're going to drag that in the inner corner, the lower lash line, and then you can sweep up your eye on top. If you want just a tighter line on your lid going into the inner corner of your eye, and you just want to make sure that you don't have any little gaps there, you can use that line brush for a more precise application. Let's go ahead and dust off that translucent setting powder we put under our eyes to protect from fallout, which there's a little bit with Entitled, but we're going to dust that off, put on liner, lashes, mascara, do the rest of our face, and come back with the final look. Let's see what we came up with. So I actually ended up taking my Platinum Ice Skin Frost something or other highlighter palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. The name escapes me right now. And used a couple shades on that for the highlight. I did end up using a matte lipstick in Nude, but I used the gloss in a Succulent for a topper because it has a blue reflect in it, despite it actually being a pink gloss. And I think the look came out very well. I really love the way that this look turned out. I hate this little thing right here, but you know what? I'm real and I don't use filters, so he's just gonna have to hang out. But yeah, I love the way this turned out. These lashes I have not used before, and I'm not sure if I like them. So before I give any kind of review, I'm gonna have to test them out a little bit more and see if I actually like them. But I love the way that this turned out, and this was super easy to do. So I will have links to all the products I used down there, and let me know how you like it. Do you go for turquoise looks, or are you a little bit more natural? And I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.